Yo, okay, everyone. Today it's still the same day, the 1st of February, Sunday. It's actually the time is actually it's 10:50, 10:57. It's 10:57. So the plan for today is to actually, what do you call this? Not today, but you know, the video right now. Yeah, I actually wanted to analyze the market. Some gold analysis. Yeah, and look at the chart and see what we can do. Okay, so let's get right into it. Né? Yeah, so let me do this real quick. Okay, yeah, I think that's good. Okay, so let me check something. Display. Okay, yeah, I think we're good. Okay, so now so let's look at the market and see how it is. Okay, so this is gold, and I'm gonna be doing some weekly analysis on what I think might happen next week. Yeah, so let's check. Okay, this is the weekly. So gold, we've always been on a bullish, been on an uptrend, since 2024. Yeah, I've been on an uptrend, and I really never thought gold would reach this far, because I remember when gold was still here back in 2024 August. Was it August? August, yeah, somewhere around here. And it kept pushing for all-time highs, and I didn't think I literally could have just set myself up for generational wealth had I bought here. Because there's a lot of pips. It's a lot. Just look at this movement. It's crazy. 730 pips. That's something. Okay, so let's go to the 4 hour and let's go to the 4 hour and check. So we have this low that was actually formed over here. So what I think gold is gonna do right now is, I think it's gonna come back for a pullback, and I think this is gonna be a really good time to buy gold. Yeah, it's gonna come back into that zone. Let's go to the 1 hour and check. Okay, so the question is, will it actually do a pullback? Because as you can see, it's on a downtrend. Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, and then over here it didn't form a lower low, it formed a lower high. So I think what it's gonna probably do after this is form a higher high and go and push for the zone over here. Yeah, I think that's what's gonna happen. So we'll just see if it actually does it. Because one thing that I noticed is when I put the Fibonacci here, gold actually retested off the which zone is this? The 61.8 zone, golden zone. Yeah, this is where it actually retested this golden zone over here. It didn't actually come back and come for a pullback on the 38.2 level. So one thing that I noticed is when it does this, it's a good sign to buy, because we can buy over here, or let's say we open our entries somewhere around there, and then our stop loss was here. So and then our TP, it's the 261.8 fib level. Yeah, I think this is a good trade, and if if it decides to actually come back, I think it might come back from this zone over here. So let's just check. Let's check. So I think it might come back from the zone here. Sorry about that. That's my roommate. Okay, so yeah, as you can see, it's in the 7.8 level. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna retest here. It might retest probably over here or even break this level. If it breaks this high formed over here, this high formed over here, if it breaks it, then I think we're gonna continue going up, and probably break it, and then after we break it, we might come back for a pullback, and the Fibonacci will give us an entry and keep on pushing. Yeah, I think that's what's probably gonna happen. Yeah, so yeah, that's nothing crazy here. I'll just keep this analysis to actually show, to see if it did buy or if it actually didn't buy. Yeah, so this is what do you call this? Euro USD. We've been on sells. Yeah, because as you can see over here, we got the support zone over here. Yeah, you got the support zone over there, and we can see that it kept forming lower low, came off this strong support level, formed a lower high, but then it didn't form a lower low, it formed an equal low. After forming an equal low, it formed a lower high, which is right over here, and then what it did is it broke it. Yeah, so I think entries could have been caught here using the Fibonacci. Just place it right over there, and you could have gotten a very good sniper entry in this zone over here, to actually go down with it and sell it. This could have been a very good entry, either aiming for here or here. Yeah, but I think it still might have potential to actually go to the downside, but we do have a support zone over here, so we will see if it'll retest. Yeah, but I think it's probably gonna retest. Yeah, so when it retests, we'll be looking to see where our pullback will be. Let's just say retest over here, so our pullback will probably be around the same area, which is this support level over here, this support level that it actually broke. So it might come back into the zone over here, pushing for resistance, resist over here and a pullback, and then continue selling. Yeah, I think that's probably what might happen. So yeah, I think gold and Euro USD got good trades over there, potential good setups that are coming. Okay, here I think this zone over here, let's see if Euro USD will break below the zone or above. But one thing that I noticed here is GBP USD, I'm not seeing any setups. On Euro USD. Yeah, I'll probably wait for a pullback and see if we can continue selling it. Yeah, pullback and then see if we can continue selling it, because as you can see here, it's been, it broke this resistance level over here, but it didn't continue. It was more of like a fake out. Yeah, so let's check. This is USD JPY. Okay, USD JPY, I'm seeing a very good setup, because we could be looking for potential sells. Yeah, potential sells over here. So as you can see, this is a very strong resistance level. The market resisted over here twice. After it resisted, it formed something like a range. It broke out of this range and it continued selling. And I think, yeah, this happened around the same time when gold went down like 10%. Was it 10? Yeah, it was 10%. So now it's 8. Yeah, so let me check the time. Okay, so the market is gonna open in an hour. in an hour the market is gonna open. So the setup that I'm seeing on USD I'm actually seeing sells. I'm seeing potential sells on USD JPY. Yeah, I think it'll probably resist. It's gonna come back to this area over here. So what I can do is I can look for buy entries into this pullback or resistance zone over there. So one thing that I can see over here that I'm observing is the market has been forming higher highs and higher lows. So higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Well, it wasn't a higher high, it was kind of like an equal high. Yeah, and then after it formed it, higher low, higher high, you see it broke out of it but not completely. So yeah, you can see it broke out of it but not completely. Yeah, so one thing that I can do, I think this would be a very good place to take buy entries. So this buy entries, it's a very good place to take them. You can take buy entries over here, place the stop loss below this zone over here, yeah, because I can actually see that an entry was missed here, because this could have been a good place for a buy entry. Could have caught one buy entry over there. It could have been a sniper. Yeah, but it's fine. So yeah, I'm seeing some good buys. So the target will be this zone over here, and the stop loss will be below here. Yeah. So now this Bitcoin has been moving, it's been dropping like crazy after what happened. So one thing that I can observe here is we're forming some form of a range. And one thing that I'm surprised is people are not talking about this. Like, look at Bitcoin, it's on 76k, but people aren't really saying anything about it. But the one time when Bitcoin was at like 100k, where was that time? I know, yeah, when it was like at 100k, yeah, I think it was this mark, when it was somewhere around here, and then it did this massive drop over here. People were talking about it like crazy, but it dropped way more than that. Look at it, but they're not saying anything. Like, I don't know what's up with that, but yeah, okay. So here it is, and we can just see that it broke out of this, and it's forming lower lows, lower high, lower lows, lower high. So it's kind of in a downtrend. So I think this could be a good place to take sells, and then your stop loss, you can keep it above this area or this high area over here, yeah, or this one, and just wait and see it through. Yeah, but I think this area over here is good just to keep it tight and having an open TP. But yeah, we'll come back probably tomorrow around 3 or 5 p.m. later tomorrow, and we'll check how these entries went, the market went. Okay, and over here we have what's this? It's US 100. Yeah, we have US 100 over here. We'll see. And the thing about US 100 is I don't really trade it like that. US 100, I'm not really like that on it. So I don't know. Yeah. So I would say this analysis was good, and thank you for tuning in and stuff. But wait, I actually want to show you something. So I'm not seeing any entries on US 100, but I really like US 100 and US 30. Yeah, I'm not seeing any entries. Look at how the price has been. It's been very choppy. So yeah, I think that's a good video. So thank you. We'll check again and come back tomorrow and see what's the goal. Later tomorrow and see. Yeah.